to the coals and the caves and the people from the plains.
5 days.
19 animals.
And 7,000 strays.
When the sun is setting and it's darker than before, if you're hoping for a harbor, then you'll find an open door. In the winter, from the water to whatever's in the way, to the ones who have come from away, we say, welcome to the, 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 welcome to the rock.
So we really tried to capture what we hope is special about the show, particularly because our lighting designer, Howell Binkley, has passed on since we made the show. So we really tried to capture what's special about his design, the emotional qualities of light in the air and on the actors. But also we're making a film, so we can put the camera in places that the audience will never see the action. Can be behind, in the wings, on top, crane moves that come from wide shots and swoop right into a close-up.
We have watched each other's babies grow and mourned with each other when we've had family members lose their lives, or celebrated moments, marriages, and all kinds of things. We've seen a lot of life in the community of our show transpire, and just being in the room together after a year and a half, that was an amazing experience in and of itself.
Some people in the audience, I believe, some of them had seen it and some of them had not seen it, but it was just heartwarming. It was just heartwarming because it was sort of like, we've made it through this pandemic. We're continuing to make it through this pandemic, and thank you for letting us into your hearts. And we also thank, because we need them. You're right. The show is so different with an audience. We need them.
There's the line in the show that you are here, and it sort of exemplifies the immediacy of theater. Like that night, you're going to get that performance, and that's the only time you're ever going to see it that way. And there was something about this moment. Here we are, coming back together after all this time and getting to make this movie. There was something, the immediacy of it and the urgency and the importance of it felt very palpable.
Felt like being, just before a horse race, when a horse is sort of in the gate. And I think, we've been able to communicate with each other on Zoom and texting, all of that. But then when those gates opened, we actually got to be, bubbled together and just being away from the theater. And it's such a lifeblood for so many of us that it was just to be in that community again. We really enjoy each other, really like each other.
Come From Away is now in a lot of different places. There are many different casts. There are many people who play our parts, that we were chosen to do this and that's an honor, and to really try to enjoy it and be humbled by it, and to understand that everything moving forward feels like I sort of am back to how Christmas used to feel when I was 8. That's kind of what it felt like. Then Christmas is just like Christmas, but this really felt like a finding of a joy that I had when I was a kid in my bedroom.
One of the constant gifts of this show is watching your fellow castmates just shine, with incredible material. And all of a sudden, I get to see this again in a different medium, with cameras all over the places and amazing tweaks to performances, and watching fellow artists kind of like really, really just step above and beyond. For me, theater is kind of a lifeblood, and being able to go back into it, it just felt like I was a bit complete again.
I mean, how many times as like a theater nerd have I been in like the very back row of the theater and just wanted to see what was happening on someone's face. So to be able to take a moment to step in to show that is wonderful.
Yeah. And to see it from behind with the lights blasting, to move through, there's camera shots that Chris did that actually move through the airplane or move through the bus, and it feels like you're on stage. It's really a completely new medium and a completely new way to tell this story, and it's really exciting for all of us.